today I want to show you guys how you can use the 15 minutes time frame and the 5 minutes time frame to take your entries in the gold market. And also in this same video, I want to do a quick market recap whereby I'll show you how I took this entry right here that ended up giving me about 182 pips today. And these entries, guys, I shared it to my free Telegram channel community. So if you're not there already, make sure you check the links in my bio, join the free Telegram community and eat with us, guys. So see, the first thing that you normally do when coming to the market, you just try to okay, the first thing that you do when you come to the market, you just want to understand what the market is doing from the bigger time frames. And now, before you start looking for your entries, you must first of all understand what the market has been doing from maybe the 1 hour time frame, or maybe the 4 hour time frame, or the daily time frame. Then after understanding now what the market has been doing, coming to the lower time frames, you're looking for the best areas where you can take your entries in the market. So I want to show you how I use this 15 minutes time frame and the 5 minutes time frame to take this entry that went straight to take profit, giving us about 182 pips, guys. So the first thing I did, I went to the daily time frame. Let me show you what the market was doing from the daily time frame before we go down there where we took our entry. I just gonna clean these ones. Let me clean these ones so that the market can be that clean. So looking at the market, this is what the market was doing from the previous days. You can see, like yesterday we had this market giving us this bullish candlestick from down here. Then today we had again this market giving us this bullish candlestick. What happened here, guys? So when you look at this market, we had this impulse move all the way from up here. And normally when you see the market giving you impulse moves already, you should understand that you must have corrections. So I was waiting for this market to give me this correction after we had this impulse move last week at this point. So I was waiting for this market to give me a correction and see maybe if I can find some entries to day trade in this market. And the market did give me these entries because when I looking at this moment, this was the key area that I was looking at this point. The market came down, it broke below this area, but the previous day candlestick failed to close below that area, giving me a good opportunity for me to start looking for maybe buy entry. So I was expecting this market maybe to give me a retracement probably up to this area before we continue pushing to the downside, and I'm seeing the market doing that. So let me just return my drawing so that you can see what I was looking at. So this is what I was looking at, this area. I was expecting this market to come up to this area, then this a 90% area from all the way up here. If you look at this area, this market gave us about a 90% move all the way from up here. So which means at this point, looking at this market reversing at this key area, I saw that this is an opportunity for me to start looking for short-term buys at this market. And I started looking for that in the lower time frames. So this is what I did, guys. Looking at this market, let's see what the market was doing in the 4 hour time frame. So understanding that this market was giving us this correction, so we had this impulse move all the way from up here, then we had this correction that was happening at this point. So when I woke up today, looking at the London session, the market was down here. This is where the market was after pushing all the way up here yesterday, because yesterday I did give out entries again on gold that ended up giving us about 152 pips. We took all our take profit. We took take profit 1 and take profit 2. The market didn't go to take profit 3 that I was expecting, but after that I decided to exit my entries at this point because this was a key area that I was looking at. The market came down again to this area. This was another key area that I was looking at. I'll explain to you why this is another key area that I was looking at. So after seeing now the market is giving me these kind of structures, I went and pulled out my Fibonacci tool and tried to see what the market was doing here. Let me just zoom this market right just like this so that you can see what the market was doing here. So if you can look at this market was giving us from this correction area, we were having this kind of we are having this kind of impulse correction. So we had this impulse all the way from down there to this area, this small impulse in this correction area. Then we had this market giving us this correction. And normally, guys, from my previous videos, I've been telling you that whenever you see a market giving you an impulse move, expect the market to give you a correction. And if the market does break above that correction or below that correction, that means that you should be looking for your entries. And after this market giving me this structure, so I saw that this is a good opportunity for me to start looking for my entries. So I went and pulled out my Fibonacci tool. I pulled out my Fibonacci tool and tried to measure this retracement. So the market came all the way from down there. So this market came all the way from down here. We went to this area. This was the area that I was looking at, the key area that I was looking at yesterday. So this market started reacting around this 50-61 area. When I saw this market reacting around this area, let me just mark it so that you can see. So this is the 50-61 area in the Fibonacci level. So this market started reacting around this area, this 50-61 area. I started seeing these candlestick rejections at this point. So I started seeing this market giving me these candlestick rejections at this point. So we had this candlestick came all the way down here. Then it didn't break below this area. I had this rejection at this point, this long wick rejection at this point. Then after that, after seeing this market has started giving me these rejections at this point, I tried to understand from I went down to the lower time frame, which was the 1 hour time frame, and wanted to understand what the market was doing there. Coming to the 1 hour time frame, I saw this market giving me this kind of structures at this point. See, the market came down, failed to break below this area, and this was a key area, remember. And when looking at this market from the previous day, the market had broken above this area with this impulse move, gave us this small correction. Then we went up again. Then after this market giving us this correction, it came down to this area that we had here. So which means this was a support area that I was keen looking at from the previous day. So looking at this market coming down to this area, I was expecting it to start reacting around this area. So I started looking for confluences for me to go in this market and take my buy entries. So the first confluence that I had is that this market had already started rejecting around this support area. So seeing this market rejecting around this support area, that was the first confluence that I was looking at. And again, the second confluence that I was looking at in this market, I saw this market rejecting again around this third touch that the market had already given us, because you can see we had this uptrend all the way from down here. We had the first touch down here, then we had the second touch at this point. Then right now the market was giving us the third touch when the London session began. So we had this third touch at this point. Looking at the market giving us this third touch at this point, so that was the second confluence that I had. And the third confluence that I had is the 50-61 area that this market was reacting at this point. So I saw this market reacting at this 50-61 area. I saw that can be a good confluence for me to start looking for buy entries in this market. So again, from the 1 hour time frame, these are the kind of confluences that I was looking at in this market. And still, when looking at this market is still on an uptrend from these smaller time frames. When you look at this market, even if it's a correction from the bigger time frame, at this point when we're looking at this market is still on an uptrend. So looking at this point, I waited for this market again. Looking at this point, that was about four confluences that this market had already given me. So looking at this market giving me this kind of confluences means that there is a high possibility of this market starting to give me opportunities to enter. So I went down to the 15-minute time frame. I went down to the 15-minute time frame to look for more confluences to take this entry. So coming down to the 15-minute time frame, this is what I saw the market giving me down here. Coming down to the 15 minutes time frame, I saw this market giving me this inverse head and shoulder at this point. So we had this market coming down, went up again, came down, I went up again, then it came down again, so giving me this inverse head and shoulder. Let me draw it for you so that you can see it. So we came down all the way. We came down. The market gave me this right shoulder at this point. Then we went up, came down again, whereby this market gave me the head at this point. Then went up again, we came down where the market gave me the right shoulder at that point. Then I was expecting now, since this market is in a correction, I was expecting now, I was waiting for this market to break above this correction, this inverse head and shoulder. I was waiting for this market to break above this neckline. Then after breaking above this neckline, I take my entry from there, then having my take profit one at these key areas. So I had my take profit one at this point. This is where I had my take profit one. Take profit two was at this point. Then having my take profit three all the way up here, where I had this support from where I had this resistance from this trend line. So looking at this market, the market came all the way to this area. Let's first of all go to the 5 minutes time frame. We've seen that from the 5 minutes time frame, from the 15 minutes time frame, I had this inverse head and shoulder, which added to my added to the list of the confluences that I was looking at. So which means at this point I had at least 5 confluences or 5 reasons for me to take this entry. But still I wasn't satisfied by that. I went down again to the 5 minutes time frame. I went down again to the 5 minutes time frame and tried to see what the 5 minutes time frame was giving me. So coming down to this 5 minutes time frame, this 5 minutes time frame was giving me at least clear structures of this inverse head and shoulder. Looking at this market, it had come all this down here, went up, came down, went up again, came down, and right now what was happening at this point, this market was rejecting at this area, giving us this kind of bullish flag. So we were having this bullish flag at this point. Let me show you the bullish flag that this market was giving me at this point. So coming to this area, this market was giving me this bullish flag. Looking at this market giving me this bullish flag was another confluence for me to start looking for buy entries, because a bullish flag normally signifies that the market has the possibility of pushing to the upwards when you see a market giving you a bullish flag. And those was about 6 confluences that I had to take these entries. So I had at least 6 reasons to take these entries, guys. But still I wasn't satisfied with that. I wanted more confirmations, at least for me to take a high probability entry. So I waited again for this market to break above this area. So this market came up, broke above this area. You see the market breaking above this area. So this candlestick closed above this area. We see this candlestick closing above this area from the 5 minutes time frame. Then I waited for this candlestick to give me this correction. So we had this impulse move all the way up here. We came down. The market broke above this area, gave us this correction. Then after giving us this correction, you see the market breaking up above this correction area with this bullish engulfing candlestick at this point. Then after seeing now the market doing this, I waited again for this market to come down. It came down again and went up and broke above this area with this bullish engulfing candlestick at that point. So I went back to the 15 minutes time frame. When looking at the 15 minutes time frame, I saw this market breaking above this area. See, I saw this market has broken above this area, so I decided to take my entry at this point after seeing this market breaking above this area and giving me this candlestick. So after taking my entry at this point, this market went down. We went down to a drawdown. At least, let me see. We went down to a drawdown about. We had about 18 pips drawdown. See, from the area that we took our trade, but still I was expecting that. So the market started pumping all the way to the upwards. And when I went to the 1 hour time frame and saw that this 1 hour candlestick has closed above this area, so I was so confident that hey, this market will continue pushing to the upwards and still will respect my setup. Yeah, so guys, I gave out all these entries to my free Telegram channel, so they ate with me today. So that's how I was looking at this. Gold. So that's how you can find the best entries in the market. You see, from before taking these entries, you see I had at least 6 confluences, and still I waited for this market to break above this area to give me this 1 hour candlestick to break above this area to give me this. Let me show you. So at least I waited for this 1 hour candlestick to break above this area, giving me this seventh confluence for me to take this entry. So at least I had at least 7 confluences before taking this entry. That's why normally when I'm taking my trades, they move as fast to or take profit, because normally I wait for the market to give me as many reasons as possible for me to take any entry in the market. Let me show you again what I was looking at. From the previous day, I had done analysis on the DXY, whereby I explained that whenever you see the DXY is moving on, maybe let me show you what was happening from the DXY from the previous analysis that I did. You see, the DXY is the dollar index, and normally when we're looking at the DXY, when we understand what the DXY is doing, that means that we should be able to understand what the gold market is doing, because if the dollar index is strong, means it will affect the gold market, and if the dollar index is weak, which means it will affect also the gold market and other USD pairs, guys. So looking at this market, this DXY was moving downwards. We were on a downtrend in this DXY. This market was shooting downwards, and when looking at this market, having this in mind that this market was pushing to the downside, I had at least another confluence that there is a possibility of gold continuing to push to the upwards, and seeing that gold had respected all the setups that I was looking at, so I decided to take this entry, and also I decided to share this entry with my free Telegram channel community, guys. So let me show you. So this is my free Telegram channel community. Yesterday I did share these entries on gold, and it killed. We killed it yesterday. We took about 152 pips home. And today again, I gave out this signal at this point, whereby I told them I was waiting for this market to break above this area, then wait for that retest again. Then after having that retest, we push all the way to take profit. And the market did respect the setups that I was looking at. So you see, the market I took my entries at that point. You see, this is the Euro USD again. I gave out this trade idea in the free Telegram channel community for the guys who are there, which means they did benefit from them. So yeah, so this gold, we pushed all the way up. The people ate from these entries, because you see, my free Telegram community guys did eat from these entries, guys. So you see, yeah, these were so good. So, and finally the market went all the way and took out our take profit at this point. Yeah, so giving us about 182 pips, guys, and that's how we killed gold today. And make sure, if you just want to take advantage of these entries, and maybe want to learn more about how to be able to become the best trader and be able to find the best entries in the forex market, make sure you subscribe to my page, and also make sure you join my Telegram channel so that you can benefit from these analysis that I normally give out, guys. So thank you for watching, guys. This is Profit and Edge signing out. See you in the next session or in the next video.